Greetings, everybody. David Avocado Wolfe here, sitting here with Jeffrey Smith of the Institute for Responsible Technology. We've been going over so many interesting revelations of what real pseudoscience is, which is the checkbook science of Monsanto and what's been happening with glyphosate and the dangers to our microbiome of all these chemicals in our environment. But now we got to get into solutions.
Okay.
Yeah, what are we going to do? So let's get into what would you recommend? People become conscious. What first step?
First step is eat organic, 100% organic if you can. We mentioned the film Secret Ingredients. You can
Links will be in the description.
It convinces people more than anything else to go to organic because it has people who actually went organic and all these different diseases and disorders and conditions went away. Autism, infertility, etc. In fact, it's just mind-blowing how predictable and dramatic it is, because I speak to physicians that prescribe non-GMO diets and they say it's incredible. In fact, even your pets, put your pets on an organic diet. I was interviewing Dr. Barbara Royal for our Facebook, live Facebook, and she said when she learned about the GMOs and the Roundup and the importance of organic, she would take pets and put them on a healthy diet before doing anything else. So a new client would come in, new patient, put them on a healthy diet. And she said 80 to 90% of the problems were managed or gone. So let's say 40% were completely gone, another 40% was managed just from the food. She also said that when she went through veterinary school and when she started her practice, there was hardly any dog cancers or dog allergies, and they all came on big time after GMOs and Roundup were put on the market. And there's an
explosion happening there. I'm not sure if maybe people are aware of it because there's such a love for cats and dogs in this country and all around the world. There's an explosion of pet diseases.
And we know that dogs have 40 times the amount of glyphosate in their urine compared to humans.
40 times?
40 times, and 1 out of 1.6 dogs get cancer. And glyphosate is a cancer causer for animals.
That's so crazy.
And, it's just, I was talking to Michael Fox, not the actor, but the animal doctor who had 25 to 30 million readers in his syndicated column. He said when GMOs were introduced into the United States, he would get letter after letter from pet owners that said, my dog now has intractable diarrhea or itching with allergies or skin problems. And he said, put him on a non-GMO diet. He filled a file drawer of people saying it worked. Thank you. So yes, the first thing is to eat organic, and I would say take notes. What is your energy level? What is your emotions, anxiety, depression? All these things might change. List all of your symptoms, rate them 1 to 10, see if they change, and list the percentage of how much food you eat organic every day. So do a little diary, because you'll be your own convincer. For most people, actually, we don't have a percentage. We don't know. We just know that the overwhelming so many people who go on a non-GMO organic diet report benefits. No one has done to figure out exactly what the percentage is, but it doesn't really matter. If it works for you, it works for you.
And you have so many great testimonials in your film, right, of people who've actually gone through that. So if you're one of those people who's like 40% organic, you got to get up to like 100% organic. And this is my little tip to you, by the way. I'll throw this in there. If you ever eat anything that is not organic, always take activated charcoal with it. Activated charcoal sucks up glyphosate on contact. Let's keep going.
Now, if you can't get organic, in addition to the charcoal, you want to eat non-GMO, because most GMOs are designed to be sprayed with Roundup, soy, corn, cotton, canola, sugar beets, and alfalfa, and they're all animal feed. But also, a lot of non-GMO crops are sprayed with Roundup just before harvest to desiccate or dry down the harvest.
Oh,
dry down. So they spray oats and wheat and basically all the grains.
So even if it's non-GMO,
it could be filled with glyphosate. So it's all the beans, all the pulses, the lentils,
are all sprayed.
Legumes are sprayed. Peas, you got all the grains. It's sprayed in the rows in the vineyards, so it ends up in wine. It's sprayed on the ground in orchards, so it ends up in orange juice. It's in beer. It's throughout the food supply. So you can also go to responsible.technology.org and get a list of which products have the highest level of residue from glyphosate.
I'm going to give you all his links. This guy's just got an incredible plethora of information. And also, he's running a nonprofit that's really battling these guys, and we're winning. But we need support. So it would be great to donate to the Institute of Responsible Technology. I'll put the links in the description below.
Thank you. Thank you. That would be very helpful, especially now we're fighting a global existential threat and an organizational existential threat. Your donation would be very much appreciated. So the first most popular question I've been gotten in 1,000 lectures in 45 countries in 23 years is, how do we avoid GMOs? The second most popular question is, okay, once we've avoided GMOs, is there anything else we can do? So for years, I would answer always the same thing. It's above my pay grade. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't want to give advice. You can give advice because you've been studying this. I can give advice what not to eat. I'm not qualified to answer it, but I'm way overqualified to ask the questions of scientists and experts. And so I did. I asked 18 experts in a series called Healing from GMOs and Roundup, and some talked about using full spectrum infrared saunas. Some talked about using things that grab the chelators, like the activated charcoal. Some people talked about different supplements you could take. One person was all about the different foods that could turn on the two-stage detoxification process of the liver. We had a person who was both a chef and a nutritionist and an inventor who invented a way to create fermented vegetables really easy in a mason jar with an incredible top, and how to do that, and how to do it with recipes, with spices, so that it tastes really good. So we had all these different people, and I never want to summarize down to one protocol because it's above my pay grade. In fact, no one has a single protocol. No one has a single protocol that's taken from everyone. They all have their own protocols. So if you want to watch it, you can go to healingfromgmos.com. It's available. But also, I would say that you would be a person to help answer that question,
right?
Because you're a detox expert.
Yeah.
You're like the superfood guru, and so you could guide people through so many aspects. Because it turns out when you figure out how you can detox, rebuild, and repair the body from GMOs and Roundup, you're talking about fundamental detox, rebuild,
That's
and repair.
right, exactly. And so I do want to just get into that a little bit, which is important. I'd recommend anybody watching right now, twice a year we do a 3-week cleanse, and I'm going to get you in on the next one.
Okay.
I'm going to get you in on the next one because it's so important to spend some time every year bringing your calories down and eventually getting away from food for a day, a 2-day, 3-day, 5-day, 7-day period of time to get to a water fast, and we work your way to that. Now, I don't, that's not part of the cleanse officially, but at the end of the cleanse after 2 weeks, which we bring our calories down, we do the enemas, especially coffee enemas to activate the glutathione, and all these different strategies, including the infrared saunas and the rebounder and taking the niacin. We do the whole thing over 2 weeks. Join us. We do that in March, and we do it in September. So any March or September, check on davidwolfe.com, check in with me, and we'll have a cleanse running. And then that 3rd week, we really go deep, because the best way to heal yourself from poisoning, which is basically what's going on, that's what's happening with the glyphosate and every chemical being sprayed on us, is to allow your body to heal itself. And one of the best ways to liberate energy to do that is to lower your intake of food. Or in other words, start fasting. Not, don't go to just water immediately. Do it the way we've worked out. I've worked this out over 25 years, and it works. And we've had people, it's so great. I'm going to get you on this. We've had people 2 weeks in, they go, I'm ready to do the water. Let's do it. And all of a sudden, boom, they did a 7-day water fast, first time ever in their life. And it's all virtual. We're all around the world, and we're connected. We get on the Telegram app. The Telegram Messenger app is run by a good friend of mine, and a wonderful platform. And we're all communicating there daily. That's how you want to heal yourself.
Idea.
It's really good.
Global detox. What a cool idea.
We detox the globe out of you. It's so wonderful how much fun we have with it, and that's my recommendation. If you're really thinking, we know, right? If you're watching right now, you go, I got to cleanse, I got to detoxify, and this is what my teachers taught me. And when I got up to, I'm almost 50 now, so I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, I got gray hair here. What the heck is going on? And I started going, I better start listening.
It happens, man.
I got to listen to my teachers and go backwards in time and do what they taught me to do and told me to do for the future, which is get people to cleanse and detoxify and get connected. Also, another thing that's very important about it, get connected to your spirit and soul.
Beautiful. And I want to offer something to your detox, if you're interested. Detoxing your cupboards and your refrigerators. I can help guide which are the foods that are GMOs, which are the foods that have high levels of Roundup. Obviously, if you've already seen the movie Secret Ingredients, a lot of people get to the cupboard stage right away and throw everything out that's not organic. But we can think about a detoxing of the house too.
And we're going to put all the links down below. Definitely you want to see all of Jeffrey Smith's films. You want to be a part of the Institute for Responsible Technology. This man's doing outrageously awesome work, and he's fun to hang out with too.
Totally, this guy's amazing.
Yeah, in spite, right? Because we're unlocking all of these catastrophes of corruption in
with
science.
A smile.
With a smile.
See, the thing is this. I taught 1,500 people how to speak on GMOs, right? And I say, you don't want to say it in melodramatic tones. This stuff is so melodramatic because people realize, oh my God, I've been feeding my kids this stuff. You cannot get more melodramatic. You want to be positive and uplifting because you become their anchor. Don't emphasize it with energy. Just tell them the truth. The information is powerful enough. And as we will talk, just to finish up this, what to do, we have convinced so many people about the health dangers. 46% of Americans are seeking non-GMO food. The tipping point against GMOs in the United States has begun. The major food companies are getting rid of it systematically as fast as they can. And so we're in the first phase. We have other stuff we need to do desperately. But this first phase is a massive success. For all those of you who've been eating organic and non-GMO, we can congratulate ourselves because we're doing an awesome job.
Yeah, really awesome. All right, thanks for joining us. David Avocado Wolfe, Jeffrey Smith, Institute for Responsible Technology. Check out the links in the description below.